same Oakland Park colours in the opening event this afternoon. Now they're just about right. That was on the front bar. The red light is on. And they're set, ready to run. They're off. And it was Megadon who seemed to anticipate the start, landing clearly in front, but No White Flag is going to cruise on through and take control shortly after. So No White Flag, Megadon now joined on the outside by Captain Burglar. Behind them, Snippy Miss as they settle properly into stride, being followed on the extreme outside, Mini Winnie. Beat the Brogue getting back midfield, 1,000 metres to go. Classic Rogue down on the inside is next of all. They're being followed further back in the field by Deus. Over on the inside, Wild Fusion. Towards the tail is Trade Prize. They come along the riverside at the 800. No White Flag, the favourite, the leader by a length on Captain Burglar. Then Mini Winnie, who's up on the outside, travels to third just in front of Megadon. They're followed by Snippy Miss. Holy Enchantment's out there covering ground. Classic Rogue back on the inside of Beat the Bro, stoked up by Yule as they come to the turn. Deus tracks it, comes to the outside now as they prepare to swing. Followed further back by Wild Fusion. Trade Prize is last of all. No White Flag headed for home at the 350. At the top of the straight, kicked away from Captain Burglar. Down the outside is Mini Winnie, followed then by Snippy Miss, starting to pick away through the field. Deus further back behind them. Beat the Bro getting held up, but No White Flag with 100 left to go with a handy lead. Out by more than two. Down the outside, Holy Enchantment, but No White Flag does it from go to woe. No White Flag beat Holy Enchantment. Classic Rogue getting up on the fence, grabbing third from Beat the Bro, who got strung up behind horses in traffic in the straight from Megadon. Snippy Miss followed by Wild Fusion, Captain Burglar. They were followed home by Deus, who didn't fire. It finished back there in the field in company with Mini Winnie and Trade Prize, who was last from the outset. No White Flag.
Salute.
Makes it 2 wins from 3 starts this preparation. Number 2, No White Flag, certainly didn't surrender. At its first attempt at 1,400 metres, it just kept on rolling through the line for Shooter McGruddy. And the grey son of Machino makes it win 3 from 6. Beating home Holy Enchantment, who attacked the line well after being forced to cover extra ground. Classic Rogues got up near the rail, and Megadon will weigh in 4th place. 2, 1, 11 and 6. It's 1:22.84 they've posted there, so he's gone along on a warm afternoon at really good even splits and won by a length with a long neck second and third. Raced by Teresa and Jimmy Anderson, Ms. R.P. Anderson, L. Coleman, J. Beasley, M. McDonough and J. Tierney by Machino from Miss Rosanna, of course. Well-known younger brother to Fabigino, and home in 35.11. Scoring from Holy Enchantment, the Playing God, Magentic Gelding, trained by S.J. Miller and handled there by Brad Parnham. And back on the rails in third spot, Classic Rogue by Dick Turpin out of All Class, Troy Turner and Steve Wolfe combining. 2, 1, 11 and 6 here after the running of race number 4. The Crown Towers handicap is the next of the day, over 1,400, as we rejoin Britt Taylor down in the yard.
In the shade here, Todd Harvey. No White Flag, when he finds the front, he's a different horse.
Yeah, look, he got in all sorts of by the last time, didn't he? He got in behind them and was like really taken out of his comfort zone and got quite upset. He threw his toys out of the cot, but yeah, today he got to the front and that's how he likes to race, and he controlled the race and he ran away with it. It was good.
Did you have any question marks at 1,400 today, or were you always confident that he would get the journey?
I suppose when you reflect on his sister's career, it was always a bit of a question mark because she was a real sprinter. But he's got a very low heart rate, this horse, on the track, and he sort of indicates to me that he could go further. But I think it's his mental maturity that could have let him down.
And on that, we know Fabigino was always very highly strung. Is he a little bit that way as well?
He is, Brittany, and stepping to the 14, we trained him a little bit differently. We've just taken the edge off him a little bit, and we put the earmuffs on him just to calm him a little bit. He works in them every day at home. So, yeah, I'm glad it all came together well for the team, and he did well.
In regards to that change of training, is it a matter of working him harder, closer to races? How do you go about taking that edge off?
Well, he actually had a swim this morning, which is not something I would normally do. So we just give him a couple of laps of the pool just to take that bit of freshness off him. And
Trying to perfection.
And yeah, he went good.
As Sean McGrady just came by and said, trained to perfection. Just couldn't have said it better myself. Well done.
Thank you very much.
There is Todd Harvey after the victory of No White Flag, and that just goes to show every horse such an individual, and not normally something that Todd Harvey would do, swimming horses on race day, but clearly it's a winning formula for No White Flag. And Sean McGrady, as he walked past, he did say, trained to perfection. Well, ridden to perfection as well. The horse getting to the front and doing it all out there. Sean McGrady is now with Scott.
Exactly, grabbing him in the shade where he should be after that victory. Sean, coming into the day, did you have any reservations about 1400?
Yes, I did, but I'm quite a negative person. Todd said leave the training to him, so I did, and he can have full credit.
And what about at the 600? Were you full of confidence?
Yeah, look, he did eventually settle, probably about the 1,000. He settled, and he quickened up on his own just inside the 600, which is always a good sign. I didn't have to ask him, and so I could hold on to him for as long as I wanted to. And yeah, he won quite well. He wanted to lug out a little bit late, but the tracks have been pretty firm, and he's still a bit immature.
Is that about as far as he wants?
Oh, for sure at this stage, but who knows, as he gets a bit more older and mature, he might even get a mile, especially the way Todd's training.
What about Red Cam Man later on?
Yeah, with a barrier, I would have thought he was a top 3 chance. He still could be, but we'll need a bit of luck.
We'll leave the riding to you. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
There is Sean McGrady winning on No White Flag for Todd Harvey, taking out the Tub Touch West Speed Platinum Series final worth $100,000.